MLB The Show fans, what's up? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the first ever game show live. There's so much great content coming to you guys at noon Pacific time today. I'm your host, Carson, joined by Ashley.
Hello, hello.
And we have drops enabled for this stream and so much content, Ashley.
And a lot of surprises,
And
Carson.
a lot of surprises. New card series. New game show. I mean, I don't know where we start.
I mean, honestly, it's hard. We saw some reveals on socials. We'll get to those in just 1 minute. But I mean, new content, new card series. I think we need to bring in one more person.
Yeah, we need to bring in our friend Seabrev. We got to talk through this new card series, what it means, what people can expect. Oh, there he is.
There he
What's
is.
up, Cody? Happy Wednesday.
How's it going? Thanks for having me on. Happy Wednesday. I love the intro. I can't believe you did it.
You know,
Right?
it's been a long time coming. I finally had to do it for our fans. Great day to be a Wednesday. Great content, Cody. Talk to me about the Pipeline Pass series. It's new in MLB The Show 25. What can fans expect from these great MLB players, but kind of a flashback to when they were prospects, right?
Yeah, so we've got our Pipeline series, which MLB ranks top 100 prospects every single year. We had a Pipeline program at launch. One of those Pipeline players, Jack Caglione, made his debut yesterday. He's currently supercharged too, so keeping up with the minor league prospects as they come up. But this series is kind of looking at current MLB players and turning the clock back to when they were prospects, where they ranked, what the potential for them was at the time. So really cool stuff.
Yeah, and you know, the only way we could show off a new series is with a whole new format for today's stream. Ashley, talk to me about what some of our fans can expect. I know they saw some teasers on socials earlier this week, but things are going to be a little different today, fans.
Right? We've had a little bit of these kind of collection program showdown combos. Why not turn it on its head, do a little different style of format for stream? As Cody was saying, this is all about MLB Pipeline, something that's only been around since 2011, which really wasn't that too long ago. So there's a lot of great stories here with all of these players. So we thought it would be fun to do a little The Game Show Live. Colin, let's hit up the game board here. We want to play with all of you. As you can see, we have a ton of player cards across a multitude of years since the inception of MLB Pipeline, the top 100 list. We're going to go through card by card. It will be randomized. There's going to be a little trivia fact. We want you, everybody in chat, whether it's Twitch, whether it's YouTube, grab your friends. There might be some surprises behind these cards. And we want you to guess who the player is. Once we see enough of the correct answers, we will flip over that player, talk attributes, and then Carson, Cody, we know our fans want to know where they can then earn those players.
Yeah, of course. So it's going to be a really fun format. We're excited to do some trivia in this game show style board, like you mentioned, Ashley. We had 3 players already revealed earlier this week. Should we talk through where people can find them and what they can expect for these 3 guys to start?
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll start in the bottom left-hand corner of our screen. We have Garrett Cole. So let's bring on Cody. Talk to us through this Cole card. Where can we find him, Cody?
So this Garrett Cole is going to be one of the program rewards. He is not the end reward for the program. He's the second to last reward, but yeah, has the sinker on the card. You know, the Pirates were really into sinkers at the time, so they had him throwing one as he was coming up. And 90-mile-an-hour slider, pretty hard, so pretty solid card overall.
I'm seeing a lot of okays for Garrett Cole in chat. You'll love to see it. Go back to the game board. Carson, we got to go to your guy, Lucas Giolito from the Nats, flashback in the past.
Yeah, I was pumped to see Lucas in this Pipeline Past series program. I actually went to his debut game for the Nats.
Really?
Back in 2016. Yeah, he pitched really well the first 4 innings before a rainout. Of course, a part of that huge Adam Eaton deal for my Nats fans that helped us get Adam Eaton to win the World Series in 2019. But a really cool card highlighting the #1 prospect for the Nats at the time.
Yes.
Really exciting. And then, you know, he still has a great career going with the Red Sox, and he's hopped around to a couple other teams, but he's definitely produced.
Yeah, he's been there. And then lastly on the list, or I should say Where can we earn that, Lucas Giolito? He will be your final showdown reward. There will be a pipeline pass showdown. We'll get into that nitty-gritty later in stream. But the last player revealed, in case you missed it on socials, is Xander Bogaerts, a huge fan favorite player. He had raked with the Red Sox, won a World Series with them. He's now with our own San Diego Padres. He rated rather highly in the power category when he was first initially scouted, and he will be one of your pipeline past pack players. Reminder, the pack will always be in the program.
Yeah, it's cool to see a different Xander Bogaerts card celebrated. It's like you talked about, Ashley. A lot of these attributes are actually going to come from their prospect scale rating. So between 20 and 80, as you guys probably know, with anyone in the pipeline. So obviously his power was off the charts as a prospect. You see it reflected in that card.
Right, yeah. I kind of want to double down on that. I love that you brought that up. These different prospects, when they are scouted, they're graded on a 20 to 80 scale, increments of 5 in all different categories, depending if they're a pitcher, they're graded per pitch. If they're a hitter, they're graded on their defense, their hitting, their power, their contact ability, etc. And so our attributes are reflective to the time of the year stated on their card of what they were kind of predicted to be. So some of these are a little bit of fun, especially with 2020 vision now in hindsight, seeing how those players panned out versus where they originally started.
Yeah, and you even see it with the pitch mixes, right, Cody? Like we talk about Garrett Cole. You don't really see him throw a sinker anymore for the Yankees, but that was one of his biggest pitches as a prospect, and you see it in that card, which is cool. All right.
I think we should get started.
Yeah, so, I mean, you guys already knew those reveals.
Let's explain the portal a little bit more.
So
There's more there.
Yes. So as stated, what we're going to do is we're going to have a randomizer that's going to pick any one of these player cards that you see. There's going to be a trivia fact. We'll have, a little bit of time, get your answers in, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Once we see enough of the correct player, we'll then flip over that player, talk attributes, talk where you can find that player. But Carson, there's not just player cards behind some of these slots.
No, we have a couple surprises. It'll be interesting to see when the randomizer decides that we'll show them, but you're definitely going to want to be locked into this stream because there will be 2 or 3 surprises that you be able to act on after the deployment. And I don't want to give too much away, but just keep an eye on the stream. This is going to be a little different than you guys are used to.
Call your friends, call your family. If they're not already tuned in, they're going to wish they were as we get along with stream. That's a promise. That's an Ashley guarantee, I'll say.
Seal it. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
So yeah, the randomizer will be important. You're going to be falling into these buckets of time periods. So just keep that in mind when we highlight a specific player. Start thinking about, who was in a pipeline in 2018, 2019, right? Like that's going to help with the trivia question we give you. And then we'll give you the reveal once we feel that enough people got the answer.
Exactly. Cody, Carson, we ready?
Let's do it.
All right, Colin, let's hit the first one.
So we're randomized. Could be anything. Oh,
all right. So 2020 to 21. This is the 4th one on the list. And call your friends and family because they're going to want to know pretty quickly.
It happened fast. We were not ready for that. Surprise pack, Ashley. The first thing I'm thinking is how are we pulling this off? How are we giving surprise packs to everyone that's watching the stream?
Yeah, what even is a surprise pack? It's great that it started first, but this is something you all with MLB The Show can act on. Colin, should we let them know what this is?
Go for it. Let's see it.
Let's flip it over. We're starting hot for today's stream. So for all of you who are watching, starting at noon, once the content is deployed, you'll be able to type in this code at codes.theshow.com. Make sure you're logged in with your MLB The Show account. Keep in mind the 1 instead of an I for the code name, and you'll be able to get a free deluxe pipeline pass pack. Reminder, you'll only have a couple of hours to get it. First come, first serve. There's plenty of them, but we're going to be talking a lot about cards. Some of these cards are in that pack. We want to give you a chance to get even more of these players in addition to the pack that's already in the program.
It's a great chance to jumpstart all these great players. Make sure you get it after noon Pacific time. That's when the pack will go live on our production server, and that's when you'll be able to redeem it on codes.theshow.com. So make sure you screenshot this and you get the code right with that little 1 there, And yeah, starting off hot.
I'm
Wasn't
seeing-
expecting that.
Yeah, I'm seeing some questions in chat that I just want to say. The code is that bolded pipeline pass with the 1 for the first I. So take your screenshots, bookmark this part on stream. Once content goes live, you'll be able to redeem this pipeline pass code at codes.theshow.com, and then you will have one of these packs immediately in your inventory once you successfully redeem it.
Yeah, and get it quickly. It's gonna be time locked. So
5% of that happening. Letting of that.
that's so funny.
That's amazing. I mean, again, you never know what we might have, so we are
5%.
starting with a banger. We have more surprises in store. That was a huge one. Let's get to the next one.
Here we go.
I can't believe that happened.
That was
It's so
awesome.
funny.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Pre-2014, and we have a clue. Should we read these aloud? Never done a game show
Yeah,
format.
I think that works. So in 2019, he slashed 328, 413, 590 en route to winning the World Series for the Nationals. Once their number 2 overall prospect in 2012.
Ooh, we're talking about your Nats, Carson.
I'm seeing a lot of names. Some people are wrong. If you said Juan Soto, you are wrong. If you said Bryce Harper, you are wrong. It, of
it
course,
real.
Colin.
I'm seeing a couple of the real ones now, real answers.
I think they're starting to lock in here.
All right.
Let's show it. Tony Two Bags, Anthony Rendon. He was a great prospect for the Nationals, great player for the Nationals. Started at second base. People forget that.
Yeah, I
And
forgot that, honestly.
Yeah, you're seeing it all celebrated with this card that you can get in that mid slot of the pack that we will be, awarding users with codes.theshow.com.
Exactly. You're going to want to redeem that code for a chance to get Anthony Rendon. But Colin, let's show him in the whole game board. Let's pull up his attributes. Cody, let's turn it to you. Talk to us about Tony Two Bags.
I like that you mentioned the second base. Yeah, I honestly also forgot he came up as a second baseman. Pretty cool. Both sides contact over 100. Yeah, this guy raked on the Nats. I'm sure Carson has a lot to say about him.
Yeah,
Big Nats fan.
He was my guy. I'm gutted to see him not in Washington anymore. I know things haven't worked out with the Angels with all the injuries he's had, but I mean, what a great swing in the game. What a iconic player for that 2019 run. Really cool to see him celebrated in the pipeline past as a prospect. It's cool.
As a prospect, let's go back to the game board.
His,
Colin? Yeah, go
Game
for it.
7 performance is pretty underrated. Like, his home run is basically the reason that Greinke was taken out of the game. So
That's a good
pretty,
point.
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
really good call.
Ooh, same category, Carson and Cody. Let's unveil the trivia fact here. This player ranked 3rd overall for the Pirates in 2012.
Yeah, let's see some of these answers. I'm seeing a bunch come in to
Better
help.
not see any Garrett Coles.
He was already revealed.
We already revealed Garrett Cole.
I do see some McCutcheons. It is not Andrew McCutcheon.
I will give them a hint, though. It is not a pitcher.
It is not. Ooh, I am starting to see some correct answers. So I think let's flip the card over. If you guessed Starling Marte, you would be correct. Cody, talk to me about Starling Marte. Let's get those attributes on the board.
Yeah, he's had a great career. My A's traded for him a couple years ago, and he
That's
was
right.
an absolute dog for us that season. So big fan of Starling Marte. Came up with big speed, big fielding, and he's put together a really nice career for himself.
Yeah, he was the 3rd overall prospect for the Pirates when he got called up.
He was 40th overall for the top 100.
One of the things I love about him is just how his swing plays in the game. Like, I always seem to find a way to hit with him, kind of like Lindor. Like, those are the guys that their swings just punch a
Frankie
little
Lindor.
higher than their attributes. And you have solid fielding here, good speed, Ashley. Pretty solid card. Where can they find this card?
Absolutely. They can find this card as a part of the Pipeline Past pack. So once again, once the content goes live, redeem that code. You'll be able to earn Marte, possibly through that pack if you get lucky with that pull. But let's move on. We have many more reveals to get going. Randomize the board.
A lot of pre-2014s are
A
already
lot, right? We
getting
might
checked
like
off.
sweep the
Yeah.
category. Okay, now
Okay.
we're a little different. 2018-2019 time frame, everyone. And we have the Royals, #1 prospect in 2019. I might add, he was actually traded this past offseason from the Royals.
Yes.
I saw one.
Not Bobby Witt Jr.
Not Bobby Witt. Good guess.
Not a bad guess, though.
Not Mondesi. That would be sick.
Oh, now I'm starting to see. Get your vocal cords ready for Brady Singer. He was actually just traded this past offseason to the Reds for Jonathan India.
Yeah, people forget that he was the #1 overall prospect for the Royals, Cody. Talk me through this card. I know it's part of the base of the pack slots, but still a card that, can pitch for some players that are working through their squad.
Yeah, for sure. Base round of the pack is 88, so going to be nice to add to your collection and start working towards, the bigger collection, which we'll get into later, that you're probably going to want to do. So yeah, Brady Singer slider is what I was trying to say. Yeah, and we may see his trade partner later too. I don't know.
Ooh, a little hint there. But I'm glad you mentioned it, Cody. Reminder, all of these cards are leading into another collection with bigger and better rewards, dare I say. And reminder, it's okay if maybe you're not the biggest fan of some of these overalls, but reminder, these attributes are based upon how they were originally graded depending on which year was attached to that card. And as Cody said, this is like your base card here with this Brady Singer, that 88 overall.
Yeah, you'll continue to see that. There'll be a couple more 88s that trickle in.
Yeah.
And just remember, those are that base slot, and they are very important if you do want to go for the collection.
We've never done Pipeline Pass before. It's new. There are stories to be told, collections to be had, theme teams to fuel, and we want to bring that in for that audience especially. But Carson, Cody, let's do another one.
Yeah, let's roll the dice, Colin.
Yeah, and on our standard Pipeline series at launch too, the rear round of the pack was 87 and the base was 83. So really it's the same thing, just scaled up further along in the year. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great call out. Ooh. Last card, 2018-2019. Speaking of scouting grades, with a 60 overall scouting grade, this former 2018 prospect was the Pirates #1. We just love our Pirates here.
Yeah, 60 overall is pretty solid, right? As a pitching prospect. Oh, did I spoil that?
I mean, I was seeing a lot of hitters in chat, so I think they needed it because now I'm seeing the correct answer.
He's a pitching
Everyone
prospect.
was saying Hayes before you said that.
Who's the card, Cody?
Mitch Keller. I like this guy a lot in real life. He's still pitching. I like the way he pitches for sure, and he's got a bright future still with the Pirates to come. He's still pretty young, so yeah, cutter sweeper on this card too. Pretty fun.
Yeah, on the rotation with his teammate Paul Skeens. A really fun 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah.
We can find this card, another one of those pack bros, but let's get into a whole nother selection. Colin, back to the game board.
There's still a lot of good names here.
I know, I'm
Surely it's
excited.
not
Some of my
another
favorites
pirate.
haven't been revealed yet.
Yeah, it's just the Pirate stream. Oh, wow. Let's sit on this one for a second, Colin.
That's okay.
That's okay. Let's
This
see
is
if
a
anyone
juicy
can
one.
guess it.
Oh, yeah. Cody, you want to read it?
Favorite. Yeah, go ahead, Cody.
Fan favorite player in MLB The Show. That's a big hint. 49th overall in MLB Pipeline's top 100 in 2015, and won the World Series the year after. Yeah, this is gonna be a
This is a
this is
big
gonna
one.
be a hype reveal. Yes, this is a good one.
I'm seeing
I'm
the
seeing a
chat.
lot of different names.
They're now flooding with the same name.
I wonder what position that guy played when he was a prospect too.
It's certainly not the
I don't
position
know.
he currently plays, right?
That's right.
Definitely not. No.
Yeah, he's hit anywhere in the lineup.
He has.
Alright, let's show it.
Let's show it. Carson, who do we have here?
Kyle Schwarber, Seabrev nailed it. I mean, his lore in MLB The Show continues to grow, and it will with this card. He's absolutely going to rake for you, and that is catcher primary, Ashley.
Oh, yeah. Catcher primary. Our fans love when we can sneak in a catcher primary or even a catcher secondary Kyle Schwarber card. This one is no different, and I'm seeing a lot of W's in the chat. I mean, he's going to hit bomb after bomb as he did when he was scouted initially in 2015, with the Cubs in 2016 when he was on their roster, and then he's still hitting tanks, Cody, for the Phillies.
He's still going at it. I think he just recently hit a home run milestone for his career too. I can't remember what number, but yeah, he's just swore bombs for a reason. This card's gonna be needed to be added to my squad expeditiously. This card is disgusting.
It's absolutely nasty. Yeah, 300 home runs, Seabrev. That's what chat's giving us right now. People forget he had that little stint with the Nats too, and
That's
he had a
right.
lightning card
He did.
In MLB The Show, was it 21, I think?
Just around there.
Around there. And he raked for the Nats before he ended up getting traded.
Right.
So, yeah, he's quite the card.
Yeah, honestly, just to talk about him a little bit more because of just how infamous he is. What's cool to see, since we're sitting with 2020 vision here, is when we're talking about the overall pipeline, he was 49th overall in the top 100, but he wasn't first nor second nor even third in the Cubs organization. He was actually 5th overall, but a huge impact back for his whole tenure with the Cubs. Obviously, the 2016 championship that I, as a White Sox fan, very fondly remember, but I digress. To say where this card comes from, he is your special insert card for the Pipeline Pass Deluxe Pack, so you're going to hear me say it ad nauseum. Once it's around noon today, Pacific time, make sure you're entering in that code earlier from stream because you'll get a pack and you'll have a chance to get this Kyle Schwarber instantaneously into your lineup.
Yeah, be ready. Get that pack. And, yeah, we'll see if you have the pack gods on your side and
I hope so.
you get one of the best hitters in the game.
Oh, my goodness.
On to the next one.
On to the next one. Control Room Collins keeping us honest here. Let's see what era of pipeline we end up falling in, and we're back in 2018, 2019,
I
Ashley.
should say, before we click on it, I was seeing some chats. What code? In case you missed it, we had a huge surprise reveal of a pack. You can see it on the game board right now on the 2020 to 2021 category. You see that pipeline passed. Important note, it's a 1 for an I in the code. That is the code you're going to want to enter once content is out to then be able to redeem that pack. It is time limited. You'll have just a couple of hours, so make sure you get it. But I did want to address that as people were asking as they trickle in.
Yeah.
Right. Code does not work right now. It comes out once the content is out. So take that screenshot, tell your friends, get them in here, because I promise you there's going to be more surprises. But let's show them the player.
Yeah, let's do it. He was traded for the player in the question above.
Exactly.
Who we've already revealed. He ranked 53rd overall in MLB's pipeline in 2019.
So we were talking earlier about Brady Singer.
Yes.
And this question is referring to that.
Chat's all over it.
They already know.
Yeah.
They're too smart for
They know
us.
ball.
Cody, talk us through Jonathan India.
Yeah, Jonathan India came up with the Reds. This is the very first player that you'll get in the program, so that's why you're seeing the 87 overall. So you'll be able to get him like a couple moments, I think. So, yeah, came up with the Reds, recently traded to the Royals, still playing for the Royals really well, too.
Yeah, he's having a solid year. I'm happy you mentioned, yeah, he's the very first reward you're going to get in this program reward path, so that's why you might see that lower overall. Knock out a couple moments and you'll have him, so pretty
Absolutely.
easy when it comes to collections, right? You just get another card there.
Yeah, he's in the program. I know one of my favorite reasonings for why the Royals traded for India is to have like the middle infield just completely locked down with him and Witt Jr. as double play partners.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool to start seeing that pan out for this season. But Jonathan India, program reward.
Let's keep it going, Colin.
All right.
It's so funny. We had like a big surprise at the beginning. I'm just like waiting for the next one. And we're just going to end on them, I feel.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh, 2014, 2015.
This is a nice card.
I would say so.
I
It's
loved
good
him as a
name.
prospect.
Yeah. Hometown. He was Padres' #1 prospect in 2015 with 65 scout graded power.
Think power. Think outfielder. I think he has, Tatis might have broken the record, but he had the most home runs as a rookie for Padres.
I want to say you're
When he
right.
got called
I don't
up.
know off the top of my head.
Myers is a good guess. That is not correct. I'm starting to
saw a
see him
Tatis
come
guess.
in.
Oh, yeah. They're flooding.
Let's show it. Hunter Renfroe. I mean, big rig out and right. Strong arm. Hit a ton of tanks. And you'll see some of that power demonstrated in that arm in this card, Cody.
Yeah, big power. 65 grade power as a prospect is pretty high. So, yeah, hit a ton of dingers in the majors, too. I remember his finest card a couple of years ago, I think, with the Brewers. Crushed with that card. So, yeah, another Padre and another pipeline prospect from the past.
Pipeline prospect from the I like the alliteration there.
Yeah,
it's pretty
that
good.
was
That's
really
nice. A reminder, all of this content will be playable in just a matter of 30-ish minutes or so. We'll be showing you the program, the showdown, in just a matter of moments as we get through the whole entire board. So without further ado, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's do it. Still tons of slots here, tons of trivia as we work through all these Pipeline Pass players.
Oh, I thought it was stopped, and then it kept going.
Stop too.
Right?
All right, let's put our 2020, 2021 hats on. And yeah, let's see the question, Colin. At fourth overall in the MLB's top 100 in 2021, this Pipeline prospect was the Mariners' number one. I
Control
worded
room
that
Colin,
weird,
Mariners.
but yeah,
That's okay.
Yeah, he was a big prospect for sure. Anyone have this? I'm seeing a couple.
Chad is wrong.
Chad is wrong. Nope, they're starting to get it right.
Oh.
I'm seeing it.
Should we show it?
Ready?
Let's go for it. A Jared Kelenic, 2021 number one prospect for the Seattle Mariners. He is another one of your Pipeline Past cards. Let's boot up the attributes here. Cody, walk us through Jared Kelenic.
I always loved Jared Kelenick's cards back in the previous MLB The Shows, and he was a huge prospect coming up, too, with the Mariners. Obviously part of that Edwin Diaz deal that was infamous at the time. And playing for the Braves now, so getting some playing time with them, and might see him in the postseason. We'll see how the Braves do the rest of the year.
Yeah, he was a big prospect for the Mariners. I remember when he got called up. It was a big deal. Like you said, yeah, still playing for the Braves. Solid all the way around, does a little bit of everything, and you can find him as your rare slotted player in the pack.
Absolutely. But we have a lot more cards to get into. Let's roll the dice another time. I feel like 2016, 2017, a random generator doesn't like it right now.
We haven't gotten one of them.
Right?
Because we had to do... there we go.
I just had to speak it into existence. 2016, 2017, get your history books out from just less than a decade ago. Let's show them the clue here. In 2017, this player ranked 75 in MLB Pipeline's top 100.
Interesting.
We don't get a team this clue.
Yeah, we don't. If
One of
anyone
the
gets this one,
broader
I'd be super
clues.
impressed.
Right?
Yeah, and
Seen a
you're
variety
still
of
top
answers.
100, but 75 is kind of lower compared to the other people we've been seeing.
A lot of people have it, actually.
Oh my, yeah, they are.
Well done. Yeah, let's show it, Colin. Cody, we have Jake Bowers here for the Rays. You see the 88 overall. That would indicate that he is the base slot for the pack, for the Pipeline Pass pack. Does a little bit of everything. But yeah, this is definitely one of the cards that you're going to want to use for the collection if you've been playing with a lot of, like if your squad's in a good spot. But if your squad is still building, newer player, you could throw him in at first and be set for a while.
Yeah. Honestly, like my personal favorite about Pipeline Pass is bringing back some names maybe that we're not as maybe fluent with currently, but they were really highly regarded previously. So it's just kind of cool to see them get some love in a new content.
Totally.
And I mean, Tampa Bay Rays theme team, honestly, actually, I have to stop right here. It's the Rays. I was talking to Brendan. He's on the live team, coworker. He's amazing. He has already gotten the finest voucher, I believe, at least the all-star voucher in the Team Affinity My Journey program for the Rays.
Okay.
And it's just amazing.
Yeah. Just
Shout out,
working through
Brendan. We were just talking about it. I had to bring it up. But let's go back to the board. Another reveal underway.
Let's see.
Oh. Ooh.
Pre-2014.
We might max that category out first. Cody,
Yeah.
what we got here?
2011 debut on the Pipeline list, and they were the Red Sox number one prospect.
Ooh.
I don't know if anybody's going to get this one. This one surprised me.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's
So
also
long
like
ago.
a famous singer now, right?
That's what they say.
I guess he is. I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, I mean, this was a while ago, 14 years ago.
Yeah, this is the debut of MLB Pipeline 2011.
Came
oh,
up
yeah.
with the Red Sox. Yep.
Okay, people are starting to get it. It is not Mookie. It is.
I see it all. Twitch
Yeah.
has got it. Jose Iglesias, as you were saying, Cody, with the Red Sox. He's kind of made his way around. I well know him from his time with the Tigers, terrorizing the White Sox, being a member of the Tigers. But he did start his career in the farm system of the Red Sox. I mean, Jose Iglesias, he's got contact against left, Cody.
Yeah, he's got the fielding and the speed. You know, he obviously wasn't graded very highly on power when he was coming up. And when he went to the Tigers, especially, you started to see a lot of those flashy defensive plays that he was known for coming up through the minor leagues. So fielding and speed on this card with some decent contact. And this card comes from the program.
Okay. So, yeah, earn him through the program. Like he said, the power isn't as high because that's what he wasn't graded as a prospect, but you can definitely see the glove and the speed and the contact. Just another cool card you'll earn just by playing the game in the Pipeline Pass program.
In the Pipeline Pass program, we'll show it all in a moment, but we got some reveals. Let's hit up another one right here. Do you think we'll finish pre-2014 before we get another 16-17 trivia?
Yes.
That's my bold prediction.
Ooh.
Ooh, back to 2020, 2021, and I think our fans are going to like this one.
I think they are too. It's another surprise pack. We are cooking today, chat. Codes.theshow.com. That's where you're going to want to join after the deployment of content around
Just about
noon.
20 minutes, 30 minutes.
So bear with us here, Colin. Let's show them what the code is. Headliner with the 1 as the I. You'll be able to redeem this in, about 30 minutes on the codes.theshow.com. So get your screenshots and then put this code in after you put in the Pipeline
code.
one.
Yeah, that's 2 packs. I will be honest, we started off very, very strong. The randomizer was in favor of us with that deluxe Pipeline Pass pack. But as an extra thank you, even better than a Twitch drop, you get a random headliner. Take your screenshots as we reveal the next item. Ooh, 18-19. It's competition with pre-2014. Once their second overall prospect, this player helped the Braves win the World Series in 21.
Who could it be?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of do know, but you know.
Saw somebody say Shea Langoliers. That's a good guess, but
That's
it's
amazing.
Good guess, but you're wrong.
We need a wrong answers only one time. Ooh, Lurk had gotten correctly. I missed the rest of your username. Apologies. Chat is moving fast.
Dansby was their number 1 prospect, right?
He was.
Was he number 1 in baseball? I feel like he might have been.
That's a good question. Close to it.
Keep me honest there, chat. So it is not Dansby.
Let's find out.
Let's do it. Kyle Wright, still with Atlanta.
Yeah.
His whole entire career.
Mm-hmm. He's a lifer for sure with the Braves. You see the 88 overall. So, he's your base reward for that pack. But, celebrating the prospect he was for the Braves and that he's still on the team. It's pretty cool.
Still on the team. Any notes here for Kyle Wright, Cody?
Yeah, I think this is another guy who's had a card in past MLB The Show, so it's cool to see them coming back again, like under a different format and different card series.
Absolutely. So Kyle Wright, yet again, another Pipeline Pass player, all playable for today's content. More reveals underway. We're roughly 20-30 minutes away from all of this content being playable for you, and many reveals to go. So let's hit it once more, Colin.
As we hop around.
Honestly.
We're going to close out some of these eras here.
I know it's exciting. Oh, I see what you do with eras.
That was for you.
I appreciate that. Ooh, 18-19 closing it out. Let's put the trivia on the board. Cody, you got to take this one.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this one. I was so hyped about this guy coming up through the minors with my A's, and he's carved out a nice little career for himself now as a utility reliever. But yeah, when he was coming up through the minors, his stuff was nasty. He's a big guy, throws left-handed, and pretty tough release to read in our game too, I think.
I mean, our fans are with you. The
chat's
second
all
they
over
finished
this
reading this clue, they were fast on this one. So let's show them AJ Puck. I mean, he's got the flow.
Yeah, he's got the flow. He's a sassy lefty, which we love.
Mm-hmm.
And like you mentioned, Seabrev, he's got absolute gas too.
Starting pitcher too. Yeah, he actually came up as a starter. 6'7" with a 3/4 delivery. So yeah, trying to read the ball out of this guy's hand is pretty tough. 98 on the fastball. we mentioned the slider too. Both pitches graded really high when he came up through the minor leagues, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not excited, I should say, to have to work with the tunneling that many people are going to do against me with that fastball slider. I know my timing's going to be out of whack, but AJ Puck, another one of your pipeline past prospects for this program and packs. And I was trying to keep it the alliteration, then Showdown ruined it. That's okay. Another reveal underway. Colin, let's hit the board.
Programs, packs, prizes. Packs and prizes are kind of the same.
Yeah.
We'll keep working on that one.
We'll workshop it. Ooh, 2016-2017. I'm excited about this one. Let's hit it, Colin. This player didn't start playing baseball until his junior year of high school. He'd go on to rank number 2 for the 2016 White Sox and would lead the 2019 American League with a .335 batting average.
Chat's kind of all over this one.
Chat knows me very
They're
well.
on
They
it
know they're very
instantly.
smart.
What a cool story. Yeah, it's Tim Anderson. Love that story that, he didn't start playing until his junior year of high school. So everyone still has a chance to, lead the AL in batting average.
Right. I know we have a lot of, different hardcore fans always looking for that top overall meta card. And honestly, as one of them, I respect it. But really, I just love the nostalgia behind this series. Tim Anderson crushed it against lefties. He was your on-base contact machine. Didn't really have a whole lot of power when he was first initially scouted. We saw it in the batting average, that he can hit for contact, but that's why the power is a little bit low, but he does hold it down on the base paths.
Yeah, and this is another card you're going to see in that base tier for the Pipeline Pass pack, and this is honestly one of the ones I'm hoping to get. I think it'll be fun to play with.
Yeah, usually plays
One really
pretty
cool
well.
part of Anderson's card too is he's actually got center field secondary, so he was somewhat scouted
Right.
as a potential outfielder coming up too. So pretty interesting little nugget for that card.
I love it.
Think
Secondaries
Jackson
are hard to
Merrill.
come by.
Shortstop turned center fielder. Yeah, very cool.
Alrighty, we are closing on in on the last couple of slots here. Nothing on the far right makes me think it might be saved for last,
Yes.
but more to come. Back to the 2020-2021. Cody, take it away.
65 graded fastball, number 1 for the Pirates in 2018. This is the Pirates drop, I guess.
Another pirate.
I think it's actually a typo.
Yeah, I think that is a typo.
Oh, it's a typo? Okay. I was going to say, I didn't think there was one more.
He was for the Blue Jays.
It was for the Blue Jays.
Blue
So
Jays, yes.
ignore that.
That's on us, chat. It
We just threw
happens.
you a crazy curveball.
You never know what you might get. We're doing it live.
But he is back. This is giving me flashbacks to his old card in 2020, I think.
Yeah.
Couldn't hit him. Nate Pearson, 2021 Pipeline passed Ashley.
Oh, yeah. He ranked 10th overall in the top 100, number 1 for the Blue Jays. He's got both the fastball and the sinker. And Cody, what does he have that all of our fans love?
Of course, he's got outlier 1 on the fastball, so he's going to be pumping 102 just like he was on that Extreme Reward back in the day. No outlier on the sinker, obviously, with the 5th pitch, too, so good speed differential between those 2 pitches. And also the changeup is pretty slow. It's like similar to like Pedro's changeup
Yeah,
that's
almost like an
high
ethos.
70s. So the differentials on this card are really solid. I probably won't be getting many hits off this guy. He's
I would-
Me
nasty.
neither.
I was thinking the same thing. That pitch differential with outlier, like you mentioned, and then circle change and a curve. He's going to be crossing me up
Oh,
probably
yeah.
this afternoon.
Very quickly, yeah, in the next 20 minutes or so. But Nate Pearson, yet again, another Pipeline Pass player. Let's keep going through the rest of the board. We're almost done with most of these categories, getting to the end of it. So thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. We hope you're enjoying the Pipeline Pass, getting them for your theme teams, making sure you're screenshotting those codes. A lot of playable content coming, but another clue underway. 2014 to 2015 on a 20 to 80 scale. Scouts graded this 2015 catcher with a 65 arm and 70 fielding, so very high in the defense.
Insanely high for a
Yes.
catcher. You got to think
The,
80 is the highest grade, right, Cody? So, I mean,
Yeah.
this is one of the best catching
These
prospects
are
we've seen.
incredibly high fielding grades, especially for a catcher. So, yeah, you're going to see it reflected.
Twitch and YouTube, they're fast. They're getting good at this.
They're pretty sharp.
All right, let's show him the card. Austin Hedges, Padres Austin Hedges, might I say. And before we show the attributes, just like we saw, he was very highly rated defensively. So once we see the attributes for all of you, his attributes are going to reflect how highly regarded he was defensively, Carson and Cody.
Yes, he wasn't quite as known for the offensive output, but you do see the defense right here. And I wanted to add one of the best walkout songs I've ever heard. It's Careless Whisper.
Interesting.
And I remember going to some Padres games and hearing it, and the whole crowd would be bumping for him. So pretty cool to see him celebrated here in Pipeline Pass.
You never know what stories you can get on stream. I love it.
You know, I've been a lot of places.
But Austin Hedges, the #1 graded defensive catcher for that year. Let's roll the board another time. We're getting close to the end here. Thank you all for sticking with us. We're about 20 minutes away from the content going live. Ooh, we're going to finish up pre-2014.
We're going to close it out here.
Let's close it out. In 2013, this player was the 2nd overall for the Orioles, 37th for the top 100.
Answers are flowing in here.
This guy went to my rival high school.
Oh.
Interesting fun fact.
Okay.
Love fun facts.
He also went to Seabrev's rival high school. You should have added that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Seeing the right answers flowing in. Let's show him the card. Kevin Gausman. A lot of our fans know him as a member of the Blue Jays, but he started out with the Orioles in 2013, Cody.
He did. Came up with the Orioles. I remember he came in relief in one of their postseason games and kind of shut the door for them. I think it was the game they came back against the Tigers. He put up a couple solid postseason innings, and features the splitter a lot more prominently now. That was a pitch he's kind of developed over time. Did not feature a primary splitter coming up through the minor leagues, which is now his signature pitch. So pretty interesting.
That's cool to know. Kevin Gausman, I know we're starting to get a little close on time, so let's go straight to the board, wrapping up some of these reveals before we get to that very last category. Ooh, 2020, 21?
I kept going.
I fooled me.
2014, 2015.
Right?
Yeah, let's rip through some of these reveals.
Oh,
Beloved to
perfect.
Carson's Nationals, this player reached the first ever 2020 season in the 2014 MLB season and ranked 2nd overall for the Nats in 2015. He was a big prospect when he came up for us.
absolutely.
Let's see if anyone can guess this one.
He actually recently reached the 10-year service time.
Yeah.
I want to say he's played for 5 clubs now, always making himself useful, huge on the defense and speed.
Yeah, I know everyone's guessing Robles. I wish. Sorry, guys. Trey Turner was actually a Padres prospect.
That's right.
So there is someone that's starting to show. Let's go ahead and flip the card over. Michael A. Taylor. Huge
Michael A.
part
Taylor.
of the World Series team. He was an interesting prospect, man. We were talking about it before the stream.
Right.
Every once in a while, his bat would just look like the best in the league, and it's, reflected to the potential that he's had, and he's played for 10 years. So
Absolutely. High on the speed, high on the defense, as I said, but can get you a clutch hit or two, especially against lefties, but very well regarded for his ability in all 3 positions in the outfield and his speed to cover all the ground needed for the outfield.
Yep. Let's keep it going.
Diving catch to close out a postseason series too.
Yeah.
Carson,
True.
remember that one.
Remember
Good
that?
call. Yeah, of course. Yeah, his defense has always been amazing.
It really is. All right, 2016, 2017, let's flip it over. Another surprise pack for all of you that you'll be able to redeem in just a matter of 10 to 15 minutes, give or take. It will be a 5 times of the show pack. That is your clue. 5X show is your code, Go to thecodes.theshow.com right when the content is dropped, and you'll have a Pipeline Pass Deluxe pack, a Headliners pack, and now 5 the show packs.
3 different redemptions. Make sure you get all of them in. They'll be open for a few hours after the deployment goes out. So yeah, make sure you get your screenshots and enter those on codes.theshow.com.
Let's do it. All right.
Working
2
through
gonna fool us?
2016?
Ooh,
2017?
all right,
Okay.
2017. Scouts graded this player with a 60 rating in 3 categories: hitting, running, and fielding. He ranked 19th overall for the top 100.
Any guesses?
This is hard. It doesn't give a team.
I know. Should
This
we give
is
him
a
a hint?
broad one.
It's
Oh,
very,
no.
very
Chat's
broad.
already got it.
Wow,
Jets got
people are
it?
on it. That's surprising.
Well done. Yeah.
All right.
The office.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He visited with Bohm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Steven has a picture with him. Showed me the other day.
Yeah. Let's flip it.
Yeah. How do you pronounce his name, Carson?
Mickey Moniak.
Okay. It's not what I heard earlier today.
Sorry, Mickey. I did botch it earlier
That's
today.
okay.
He is another Pipeline Pass Series card. Cody, talk to me about him.
Yep. As you mentioned, the hitting, fielding, speed obviously didn't grade high on power, and he's still, producing in the majors. He had a really good year with the Angels recently, and on the Rockies now, so still chugging along. And yeah, was a big time prospect coming up through the Phillies organization.
Mickey Moniak, MLB The Show fan as well, but we have one more reveal for all of you before we get to the last column of reveals. I wonder what it's going to land on.
Yeah, I wonder too.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
I already put that 2020-2021 hat on for your trivia. Let's see the question.
Let's go for it. Rating with a 65 hitting and 60 power, this prospect was the number 1 overall for the 21 White Sox.
Seeing a lot of different
Ooh.
answers. Okay.
Luis Schwarber was 2017. He goes way back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to see a lot of AVs in the chat for Andrew Vaughn is your final card reveal with these first 5 columns. First base, 21. Very, very highly regarded in contact and power. He had a great second half last year, struggling a little bit this year. I'm still very, very optimistic for his long-term career for the Sox or just Major League Baseball in general. But, the White Sox, they kind of have a plethora of prospects in recent memory. Andrew Vaughn, no difference.
Yeah, totally. Solid hitting across the board. I know, defense at first, isn't the most important thing. So a really cool card that you can earn, again, in that pack that will be given out in next 10 or 15 minutes.
Absolutely. So, Cody, we have gone through the first 5 columns of the game board. Content's going to probably start coming out any minute now, so we should probably get through the last reveals.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to start with the top one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just go for it. Ooh, currently trying to become a pitcher. He was once the 9th overall third base prospect in Pipeline's Top 100 2015.
MLB The Show legend.
Yeah.
True. Oh, they instantaneously show them the card. Joey Gallo, Cody. Walk us through him.
Gigantic power. I mean, he's got almost max power both sides. 125, 115. The contact, 80 and up, clutch 88, and then, big arm strength too, 90. Came up as a third baseman, actually, so third base primary, but can still hold down first and left, and just a legendary name for MLB The Show players, dating all the way back even to MLB 18. People were using this guy in their lineups, so, yeah.
One of my favorite things about this, Cody, is that he is your program final reward.
He's
so
programmed.
pass
Play the
Garrett Cole,
contest.
pass Garrett Cole and the Pirates, and then you get Joey Gallo to cap things off, Ashley.
Yes, Joey Gallo will be your final program reward. Play the program. In fact, why don't we show it really quick off on the dev kit here. Take a pause from the game board because this program is going to be playable in a matter of minutes. So you can see the path through. You see a bunch of the cards that we revealed, or I should say you all were able to accurately guess, play along with us. You see the Deluxe Pipeline Pass, and now you see Joey Gallo as your final Pipeline Pass program reward. But Cody, I want to ask you, what is kind of the best way, or what am I doing to earn this Joey Gallo and all the goodies leading up to him?
There's tons of ways to complete this program, even more than some other typical programs we've had so far this year. So you're going to have your typical moments, one for each program player, as well as Giolito, who comes from the Showdown. You'll be able to complete the Showdown at the bottom for program progress, PXP missions with the players from the program, Pipeline Pass Series missions, stat missions, and then also bringing it back from new threads, we're going to have optional additional PXP missions with any versions of a player. And some of these players aren't even, in the Pipeline Pass series, so you can use their other cards. So a little nod to people like Adley Rutschman, Bobby Witt, Chris Bryant. So you can complete these optional missions with any version of those players. Just tons of ways to get through this program and really trying to give you all options on what you want to grind through.
Yeah, we hear the feedback. We know we saw that mission with any of the players in New Threads content. It was very well received. We thought Pipeline Pass would be a perfect place to then position this idea once again, but kind of play your way, whether it's showdown, moments, missions, mixing and matching, and you're going to get that Joey Gallo some point this afternoon, which is rather exciting. The button is going to be pushed any minute now, so let's get through these last 4 cards. This player was number 1 in 2019, and of course, our cover athlete last year.
This is one people should be excited for.
I hope so.
The hit tool.
Oh yeah, they already know. Vladdy is going to be who, Cody?
He is the new chase card. Yeah, this guy crushes the ball. Still doing it. One of the most hyped prospects maybe ever. So had to give him the nod here for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing third base primary. People forget he was a
Right?
third baseman as a prospect, and you see that celebrated in this card. And then, of course, the hitting speaks for itself.
Without a doubt. But we all know as we're playing through the program, the showdown, unlocking these packs, and once again, we'll have a lot of content coming out this upcoming weekend to earn even more as you play Weekend Classics right around the corner. But we know all of this culminates into a collection for some of the best within the Pipeline Pass series. And do you think chat's got it?
I think they do.
Let's
Yeah,
show it.
yeah, they definitely do. Joe Adele, he is your collect 7?
He
First
is.
collection player, yep.
First collection player, collect 7 of these Pipeline Pass series players, and you get center fielder Joe Adele, Pipeline Pass from 2020. Huge prospect for the Angels.
He is.
Really cool card. Celebrates it.
Yeah, shout out Lino. Play through all of the playable content. You'll be able to lock in Joe Adele, start working your way up the ladder. But we have 2 more reveals. Colin, let's hit it. This player ranked number 2 overall in the top 100 in 2017. He was also a part of a blockbuster trade that sent Chris Sale to the Red Sox.
Really good call out. Yeah, he's technically a White Sox prospect, and everyone got it. Switch hitter, Yoan Moncada, Seabrev.
Yoan Moncada, I love this guy. I raked with his gold card that was in TA.
Love it.
Second base secondary, too. This will be your second collection player, so working your way up, kind of like where Grandal was for Moonshot. So another switch hitter, third baseman, definitely is going to make some squads.
And might I add, the button has been pushed, so you've been saving some of those codes. They are now eligible to be redeemed.
12.
They do start at 12? They start at 12.
8 minutes.
But you can start playing the program that we were showing, and those codes will be redeemable right at noon on the dot. So that all goes up. I've been seeing his name in chat all throughout stream, so I think a lot of people are going to be happy when they answer this question.
Number 1 overall prospect for the Dodgers and number 1 in MLB's pipeline. This player would go on to win 2 World Series
2 different teams.
with 2 different teams. I think
Yeah,
everyone has
everybody
it. One of the
knows.
best swings in MLB The
Oh,
Show.
yeah.
2016 Pipeline Pass Series, Corey Seager, Cody.
This card is so good. I know Seager has one of the most beloved swings in the game. And yeah, just brings tons of hitting to the shortstop position and also 80 fielding and significantly faster than his live series too, because he was a young gun back then. So this card is nasty. Yeah.
So Corey Seager, he is your collect 25 reward tier from these Pipeline Pass players. Once again, the content is now live and playable. Dive in. I hope you took your screenshots for the couple of packs that we revealed. Those will be redeemable in just a matter of a few moments. But Pipeline Pass, Carson and Cody.
Yeah, Pipeline Pass. Huge drop for a Wednesday. We have tons more content coming. I know we have another stream coming up on Friday, Ashley. So everyone get in there, play Pipeline Past, whether it's the showdown, whether it's just working your way through the program. There's tons of great cards. And don't forget, in 6 minutes, to go to codes.theshow.com and redeem all those great rewards.
Absolutely. Pipeline Pass, this is the content for our MLB historians. But Cody, before we let you go, anything else you'd like to let chat know?
Yeah, don't sleep on the content on Friday either. We've got tons of stuff coming. This was kind of like an extra Wednesday drop. Friday's still going to be amazing too. So yeah, lots to come. It's a big week for us. We had Lou Gehrig on Monday too, some BR rewards yesterday. So lots of content this week, and excited to dive into the Pipeline Pass stuff.
Let's go. Well, Cody, thank you for joining. We will see you at the end of this week. But Carson, we have a lot coming up on deck.
We do. Of course, today is all about Pipeline Past, but that doesn't mean we don't have a ton of great content coming on Friday. Ashley, Cody already mentioned it. We're going to start with, obviously, Pipeline Past on deck. Go in there, play it. Go get all those players. Go get Corey Seager. I know I'm going to be trying to get him this afternoon. Yeah. And then, of course, on Friday, we have another episode of The Show Live. It's going to be a little more similar to what you're used to.
Absolutely.
We have the 4th inning XP reward path. Mm-hmm. New bosses. They're very good.
I'm excited.
We have Weekend Classic.
Weekend Classic.
Very good. And, of course, we also have May Lightning. So this is a big Friday. This is probably one of the biggest Fridays we've had in MLB The Show 25. The Lightning guy is very good. The Retro Lightning guy is very
also
good.
Very good.
And even that Drop 5 program reward is getting me excited. So I don't want to give away too many spoilers. But
yes. We know all of y'all are looking forward to what's to come on Friday. These are all kind of little appetizers, if you will, to get to that point, get to the top of the mountain, whether it's Lou Gehrig Day content on Monday. There was also new Diamond Quest, Event, Conquest, new BR Flawless rewards yesterday, if BR is your thing. We have Pipeline Pass in the middle here as well, whether you're trying to get your theme teams going, want to know more about the history of Pipeline as a whole with the Pipeline Pass card series. But we know the big stuff is coming up on Friday. We'll be live once again for it all. You won't want to miss it. There's going to be some surprises. But honestly, I'm excited. It's a big week.
Yeah, huge week. Tons of great content. I mean, this is a Wednesday, and we're dropping all these great players. A new card series on a Wednesday? Are you kidding me?
On a Wednesday? When do we do this on a Wednesday?
Not often. We did it for New Threads, but...
That's true.
We're setting a precedent, I suppose.
I guess.
So, yeah, let us know your feedback. We're really excited for Pipeline Pass. Go celebrate all these great players. Get ready for Friday. You're going to want to get all these great cards ahead of the Weekend Classic this weekend.
Yes.
Tons more to come, so we'll see you in 2 days.
In 2 days, make sure you sign up for the Sky Report. Follow us all on socials. There's going to be a lot of reveals still upcoming this week as we dive into content and our stream on Friday. And once again, a huge thank you to Control Room Colin getting the game board together, Carson sharing the desk by my side right here, and then, of course, the entirety of the live and the live art teams putting all this content together. I mean, it's banger after banger, content after content. It's a pretty busy week.
Yeah, and we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going. Yeah, sign up for the scouting report. Tons of great information there. I hear rumors that you're going to be getting your June pack next week. So you're going to want to make sure you're signed up, scouting report, on theshow.com, and we'll see you on Friday.
See you Friday.
Codes at noon.
We all know Ellie, Gunnar, and Paul's road to the show, but what about yours? The amateur years are just the stepping stone, and your journey to the big leagues. Take control of choices that matter.
Now the third baseman, Derek Martin.
Level up your game.
That one way back, and it's gone.
And become a legend, because your road to the show starts now.
And the Reds are World Series champions.